But yeah, it's up to
So
you.
October 7th is a budget, and then the regular meeting is
The 21st.
October.
Yeah, October's always the 3rd.
Third.
I don't prefer to talk land development in a budget meeting.
And I offered that I would bring it up tonight for council's consideration, but it's completely up to council and what you're comfortable with.
Motion?
To put it on October 21st.
I mean, by default,
Yeah, it would
it
be.
would just be to move it up.
Yeah. The motion, if someone would make the motion, would it be to
Why do we have to make a motion?
We don't. But I have to ask for a motion. If there's no motion, then it just goes away.
So the
There's-
21st.
Correct.
Good.
All right, hearing no motion, it'll be the 21st.
Yeah.
And Savvy Citizen does have the one on Veterans Day.
When's the dinner?
That's Thursday.
Yeah, it's
Thursday, the 7th? Yeah, okay, I have that in here.
What dinner?
Veterans Day, Rec Council, I guess, does the dinner for
I thought you meant this next is a dinner.
vets.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. We can.
If you want to go back to the development, I have a question. What determines what their bond is that gets paid to the borough?
Their public securities bond,
Yeah,
that's based on the improvements that are considered public improvements. So that would be stormwater work, water work, sanitary sewer, curb, sidewalk, paving within the right of way. Any of that work, what's that?
Yeah, their engineer's estimate.
Yeah, it's the engineer's estimate on their public securities.
on that, not on the value of the.
Right, it's
Not
not
on
the
the
whole,
houses.
it's not the whole
Okay.
development, it's basically there that if they fall through, you have the ability to pull that bond and make those public improvements within, I guess you'd say almost your right of way.
And then we release those at specific times or
Based
certain
on,
times.
completion
Right.
of that work, you would release the bond at that time.
And the final bond, I guess, would be when the streets are released to the borough,
Yeah, it would be once
or
everything's-
after?
Yeah, once final pavement and everything checks out as far as the improvements that are done, those bonds are released. Yeah.
Okay. Now, are they paying a rec fee, or are they putting in the space?
They're paying a rec fee. Again, that'll go into that account that we talked about earlier.
Thank you.
And all those, that was another condition, there were some outstanding review fees that needed to be paid before council's consideration, and those were paid, so
Oh,
we're
you
good
mean
there.
he had outstanding fees?
Correct.
Recreation?
Well, I have a question on
Sure.
this solar array in Pleasant Avenue. Have you heard from them at all? Like, are they doing this, they not doing it?
We have reached out and not received a response, and I believe that the permit that was issued has expired, so if they were to come back, they would have to pay those fees again.
How long is their plan good for? It's a few years, or?
I think it's 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, before they have to make some kind of, either pull a permit or do something. I mean, they pulled the permit, but now the permit's expired, so.
Done anything.
Yeah.
So they still could come back within the next 2 years, say, and
Yep.
resurrect it?
And then the new post at Weathersfield, it says awaiting building permit submission. I thought no funding was attained, so that it wasn't gonna be, are they still gonna be moving forward with the building?
As far as I know, yeah. Yeah, I mean, everything stands the way it is. It's just a matter of them working through the process to decide, I guess, the scope of the building and what funds allow at this point before that building permit's getting submitted.
Okay. So they secured the funding for the building?
I
I thought they had to do that before they could do the permit submission, I don't know.
Yeah,
But I see
they
this.
advertised on Facebook.
Well, it says awaiting building permits.
So they did,
That's what it
okay.
sounded like.
I had heard they
Post.
didn't, and it was scrapped, so I was confused on
You're
this.
talking about which?
The new post at Weathersfield Park.
The VFW post?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I read on Facebook that they had attained what they needed and got the loan through a bank I didn't know.
Okay, so
I
they did get
forget.
a loan.
Yeah,
I wasn't aware, okay, so they're gonna move forward, okay.
Yeah, because they announced a new canteen manager, I guess. I think, yeah, new manager.
Recreation.
Nothing to report. We do have a meeting tomorrow. I was thinking about it earlier. I don't think that there was anything from treasurer's report from previous meeting, because everything, all of the programs had already been paid for before the rec really got started. Those were already in place. So we should have other programs that are basically from the last month that will start to trickle in. A lot of programs. So I'll have that, and then I'll have the rusted treasurer's report for next month.
And is the meeting here tomorrow night or in Shrewsbury?
Should be here. Yeah, the last one was in Shrewsbury.
There's a lot of people are gonna be here. I said, I know a lot of people coming.
Okay. Business development. Anything, EMS and fire, anything to add?
No, I missed the last meeting. Just that, I mean, they're doing good, everybody's pleased with the new chase truck. The problem now is they're so overwhelmed because Glen Rock has not been able to really help out as much as they expect, that they're almost thinking, I talked to the chief, they're almost thinking they're gonna have to get another unit out, a regular box. Yeah, and I don't know how that's gonna, they're worried because of how that's gonna get paid for.
We filled a position for the public works. Not
How many people are employed by Public Works?
As far as late, we have, right now we have 4.
For, in addition to Donnie and Jake,
No, including them.
including them, a total of 4, and you want 5? Or you want one more?
Yeah, we're 1 short at this point, and then we're trying to hire to get ahead of upcoming retirement.
So for a while, we'll have 6.
We'll be training you.
Yeah.
You have anything on the rental, housing, and occupancy ordinance?
I've got a lot on it, but I wanted to give him a copy of it to go over. I'll email it to him. I do have a copy somewhere that I want to go over with. Do you have an actual form for rental properties that need to be registered? That
Under a new ordinance? Under a rental ordinance?
Yeah, under the old rental ordinance, where they're supposed to register every rental property in the borough. When you find a new one, or do you send out a request in a form? Because if not, I can make it real easy for you, because I got one from a member of PSAB, if you would like to look at that.
No, I mean, I've used tenant registration forms in the past. But again,
Well, this is the owner, the manager,
yeah,
and the tenants. Okay, as long as you have that, that's gonna be an important part of what I have to present.
We got any correspondence from York County Boroughs Association, the Red Line, the Meeting is September 26th at the Red Line Borough Community Center at 6:30, and we have a registration. It's $18 a person. If you're interested in going, talk to Andrew and get your form turned in.
Yeah, Denny called me, I think we're both gonna go. But I'll let you know for sure since he isn't here tonight.
Public comment?
Go ahead, Jake.
Just to clarify the personnel thing for the public works, we're looking at hiring 2 guys, it'll be 6 of us total, and then when Donnie retires, we'll still have the 6. We had 6 in our department ever since I got hired. Back then I was the 5th and we hired another one, so that would make 6. And so the plant has the same amount down there now. When their superintendent retires, he's the 7th now. They'll have 6, same with us once we get through this process of applications. We're looking at hiring 2 people
Right.
to make a 6-man.
But that
He said,
one's
but
just
that's
for
total
training,
4.
so there's no
Huh?
additional that council has to approve.
Right now with Donnie and myself, we have a total of 4 people in public works.
How in the world do you
Prior to
have to work?
COVID and everything else happening, we had 6. So we would like to hire 2 more individuals, which for a period of a couple months will be 7. So that way we can train and work through that transition period. And then next spring it would be 6 of us again.
Jake, that's
Yeah,
I
not
commend
discussion.
you, I commend you guys
You're saying
for
we have
all the
4,
work.
And you put 2, that's 6.
Yeah, for now, yeah, we would have with Donnie, if we have 4 now,
Including Donnie,
including Donnie, and we hire 2.
that's 6.
Which is
Donnie
what,
Lee.
All
which
right,
is what
whatever,
the standard
we're
is.
still trying to have 5 or 6, it was a rough night.
You're 4 helpers.
Yeah.
You 2 and 4.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, 4 of you, it's the heck of a job you're doing.
We'll
Thank you.
figure it out from there. My other public comment is, I think you guys need to have a police officer here at the meeting, every meeting.
We have you.
No,
Don't put somebody.
I will tell you right now,
Joke.
I was just trying
Okay.
to calm the situation down, helping him, whatever. I didn't want to see anything happen to anybody. But in all seriousness, with the world we live in today, you need a police officer here every meeting for everyone's safety. You don't know what happens. The township I live in, it's 3 minutes public comment, and that's it. Doesn't matter if you're heated or not, it's 3 minutes. If they want to spout off more than that, it should go
Good.
to be, they
Good
should
to
come
know.
in and be on public, or be on the agenda as
It's
an
good to
agenda
know.
item. Other than that, it's just, it's unsafe.
Yeah, well, I don't wanna,
What's
Thank you.
council's thought? Because I'll have to ask chief.
well, actually Erica can ask chief, or I can ask chief, but,
Or as mayor, I have to ask chief.
I think it's council president, I'm probably supposed to ask if I want a police presence in the council. What does the, what's council feel about that?
I'd say given tonight's activities, I think it would be a good idea.
And last meeting's activities, when somebody that wasn't Devin Taylor was going to fight our public works worker.
Yeah, that was just an interesting,
And then we lost a woman and her daughter was scared and they
This
left.
lady that lives by the farm was
Yeah.
not happy tonight's scenario.
It's not a bad idea. See what happens.
All right.
For reference, we've always had one at Spring Road, and usually that was, the majority of the time, that was the only person in the office. But
We don't have a part-timer anymore, do we, Erica? Part-timer, I hate to take somebody off the road.
All right, thanks, I appreciate your suggestion.
I just wanted to clear up a comment earlier about tasteful occasions and the trash, and them saying people can't use the trash They're not paying for exclusive use of those 2 dumpsters, they're paying for a portion that they use. They don't have exclusive right to it. I will make that clear.
Right, yeah, no, I.
Comment was made that nobody can put their trash in there because they're gonna pay 45, that 45 isn't covering the complete use of the dumpster, that's their portion that they use.
I would entertain a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Just real quick, just want everybody to see, we did start adding that the next meeting is scheduled for October 7th at 6:30, that's the budget meeting. So we thought we'd start putting those at the end, I knew that was the discussion last point.
Yeah, I think I announced that, so we'll announce that next meeting is scheduled.